that. So these Edomites, they supposed to be increasing and be on the top. That's why I said from the beginning, this is y'all kingdom of heaven. Y'all better enjoy this raggedy motherfucker. Petra City, Rock City. Because y'all going down with this motherfucker. I ain't going down with it. That's why I'm stating my claim right now. Got the whores coming out the courthouse. Four out. They go to be secretary. Y'all know them bitches be doing that black magic with them doctors. Them what you call them? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this straight. You know, the guys with the black robes on the judges. You know, and they do they do sexual magic all day. For those of y'all who don't know. Job 27:6. Let me start this lesson off. I had to interlude with that on why these Edomites are getting them spirits that's created for vengeance in their ass. But let's get this Job. A lot of you jakes, y'all get offended when y'all see me out here. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Fuck you blacks, Latins, and you Native Americans. And all y'all talking about no, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you talking about. This Job 27:6. My righteousness I hold fast, and I will not let it go. My heart shall not reproach me as long as I live it. Exactly, because then that's what I'm doing. I'm holding fast on the matters while you see me out here on the highways and byways, prophesying the downfall of this place, Babylon the Great, aka Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt. Let my enemy be as the wicked, and he that rises up against me as the unrighteous. And I'm pointing out who are the wicked and all the unrighteous deeds that's happening in the midst of us. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he has gained, when God take away his soul? Exactly. And that's for you 2/3 of you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, you sellout. Those of y'all who know what's going on and refuse to say anything, and you want to get along with Susie May and Jimbo. I ain't getting along with nobody to go along. I'm telling you what's going to happen, which is Iran, China, Russia, South and North Korea going to actually shoot ICBM missiles on this place. And I'm here to tell you to your face. You just figure out how you're going to get out the city. For what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he has gained, when God take away his soul? Will God hear his cry when trouble come upon him? Hell no. When them ICBM missiles come, all of y'all who scoffed at this and, oh, I ain't got time for that, I got things to do, I gotta work today. You see, I'm still out here. It don't matter. You gotta do what you gotta do. See, everybody working, so that ain't no excuse. And I got a son I gotta pick up right after I'm done doing this and go right to work. And man, ain't no excuse, man. So is God, so what's gonna be that overall end all? That seventh trump, this fucking devil across the street. That seventh trump is what? The ICBM missile. Will he delight himself in the Almighty? Will he always call upon God? I will teach you by the hand of God that which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. Behold, all ye yourselves have seen it. Why then are you altogether vain? Exactly. Seen what? Those of us who see the end of this world. And we see it happen right in front of us. That's why I say if anybody got any questions about the Bible, I can answer. Other than that, hey, you can just have a nice day. If you got any questions on the Bible, though, I got you. I'm your man. Yep, we back again. The real saints, who you had to get the word from 2,000 plus years ago, you got to come again and get it. Damn Edomites be proud. He tried to cut across the street real quick. Now let me see. Get a feed on this black guy. Sure as like that Army military, FBI Secret Service shit. Nigga, that shit don't work on me, man. They get your ass out. See right through all that shit. Motherfucker know you trying to pull a move that a nigga do in jail. I'm gonna walk up on you, see how his body language gets, son. Get your ass over, leave your ass out of here. Job 27:13. This is the portion of the wicked man with God and the heritage of oppression, which they shall receive of the Almighty. And I'm reading it to them right to their face. Let's see what it is. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. So you Edomites who y'all having these, you Caucasian white folk, y'all kids is for the weapons that's gonna happen out here. Which is what? Which is the race riot, the insurrection, the martial law, and the pestilence, and the famine, leading all the way to what? The ICBM missiles. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Right, and that's the last all be all. That's when the kingdom of heaven comes. Ain't no sense of reaping for what you call Lex Luthor when you got Superman, right? I'm talking about the real Superman. Don't nobody care about Lex Luthor when the real Superman come around. Y'all meeting the real Superman. That's all. Y'all just gotta know it now. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. So even though these elite banking family of these Edomites are taking and hoarding all the gold and silver and rubies and hiding it for themselves, we gonna actually put it on. It said they shall prepare it, but we shall put it on. I think that's as far as I was going to take it. So that silver and gold gonna be what's called translated, meaning given from, because riches don't evaporate, it don't disappear. Riches just transfer from one nation to the next nation. Just like if you look at the Babylonian Empire, when they was took over by who? The Medo-Persian Empire, them riches was just translated. Or when you had the Assyrians taken down by the Babylonians, then the Babylonians taken down by the Medo-Persian, then the Medo-Persian taken down by who? Alexander the Great, which is the Greek Empire. And you seen that in the movie of Alexander, when he took over the Babylon. You see, he went to Babylon and all the concubines. If you ever watched it, if not, you need to watch it. This word is getting out too, on a heavy scale. You'll be surprised who know the word. Because sister just won't pass who I know the word, but we know she ain't finna say nothing. Because this word is getting out, and everybody is finding out who is the devil and who is the righteous. This Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentile, meaning the other nations, because they finding out who we are and who they are and what's going to happen. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited last vanity and things wherein there is no profit. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? And that's what everybody finding out. That Caesar Borgia and that Mary that was put up, which is nothing but Semiramis and all these different gods that our people are worshiping, whether it's Islam, or if not Islam, Buddhism. All them gods is being put down right now. See that? All these gods is being put down. The philosophy is being exposed. There ain't no black, Latin, and Native American got no business being no into Buddhism, Christianity, Catholicism, Seventh-day Adventists, Jehovah's Witness, and Mormons. Forget about it. And in the Mormon book, it say that black is a curse, but God is black. So do that make any sense? So that's what's happening. Everything is being put down and being exposed. Oh yeah, I got my book with me too. Kodak's Magic. I don't know what happened to me. One part. I ain't brung out nothing in that in a minute. Yeah, so we finding out that Judaism is under the Talmud. You know, and the Talmud say it's okay to have sex with kids at the age of 6 to 8 years old. So we know that's going on. And everybody finding out, man, who is everybody and what's happening to. So of course you're gonna have Edomites come up and say, look, we know y'all the children of Israel. We apologize for our forefathers. And, you know, some of you simple ass Jake, which I mean it don't matter, but y'all take advantage of that situation by talking about kiss my feet. And then want to read the scripture. No, they kings don't do that. I don't want no basic simple ass Edomite licking the dust off, man. Get out of here. You're doing the same thing I'm doing. You got to work a 9 to 5. I don't know Edomite around me. They got to work no 9 to 5. But hey, I guess that's what floats your boat, though. Yeah, let it be. But no, I don't get off on that. I mean, it's gonna happen though. But I ain't personally having none of them do nothing. Let's get that Ecclesiastes 41:5, the one y'all love to hate. Edomite boy, y'all love to hate it. And I know y'all wondering, like, man, what he doing over here? I'm doing the same thing your mama be doing. This Ecclesiastes 41:5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and there they are converse in the dwelling of the ungodly. That's what these Edomites is. And it started with Alexander the Great. Maccabees 1:1 to 13. The inheritance of sinner children shall perish, and their prosperity shall have a perpetual reproach. And right, the way y'all glory yourself, that y'all got the best parts of all the lands, and y'all got the best connects, and y'all the civilization of life, we throw that back and say, yeah, you're right. When it comes to you coming out the caves in Georgia, Russia, the Caucasus Mountain. Like I think this scientist last night, she talking about, oh, we finally have what they call it, Neanderthal. They say we got a Neanderthal, and we understand that the Neanderthal was bigger to basically prove that it was giants. The Bible tell you it was giants. That works. And it tell you that you Edomite, Caucasian white folks came out the caves. That's y'all history. Y'all the cavemen. But the blacks, lands, and Native American, we came out of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And before that, it was the Hebrews, which was Abraham. And before that, it was the sons of God. And before, the sons of God. Then it was the Adamites before that. So we always hear the history and the heritage. And Africa is not the civilization of life, by the way. It's Jerusalem. I ain't reading it again. But yeah, but the scientist, she tried to come out and make it seem like she just made this great scientific breakthrough. And I'm looking like, that's right in the scriptures. I just did a lesson on it last night. So none of us need to stop playing, man. But see, that's these Edomites. They fooled the whole world. That's why when I first got here, you see the Edomite, he's standing out here walking like he's reading a book. How could you read a book with all this stuff going on? That's what I be saying about Esau the white man. They done faked the whole world out. Like they was the most smartest people in the world. But you see how they monetary system, right? Everybody's doing away with the dollar, but all of a sudden, or the petrodollar, let's say it right. Why is that? Because a lot of y'all stuff is built off of warmongering. That's what it's built off of. They building their own currency now. BRICS and Shanghai Organization Corporation. They said we ain't dealing with the American money. How you doing, man? How you
What's going on, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, I ain't. Same old, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, talking about how that, well, really I was talking about the Edomites, white folk. But you see how the Lord getting them in California with the forest fires.
I see what's going on there, man. That's a tough one there.
Yeah, they called it paradise.
Yeah, that little place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And before he got them there, he got them over there in in the same place, California, but it was a place called Wine City. That's where they grew all the grapes for all their wine and so forth. He burnt all that down. But what they don't want nobody to know is that's a target. That's the man upstairs has got spirits on earth. It's in this book, and he specifically say in this book, get them in and destroy their grapes and everything. I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
A while back, you had mentioned that God is coming back in spaceships.
Yeah.
What made you think that now?
Well, first of all, the breakdown of the scriptures, Ezekiel chapter 1, it goes into detail on how these ships maneuver, who make them, and how they made. So now which I hate to go use his information, but it's relevant because he know too. So when you look at Hollywood, they depict what Ezekiel 1 says.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
Ezekiel 1, chapter 1?
Yeah, Ezekiel chapter 1. It get specifically in detail, step by step, on how the ships are made and everything. So then once you go further and you see that the chariots are basically the same thing that helped Moses when it stopped the Egyptians from coming, because it said a pillar of fire at night and a cloud by day. That's the ship just doing what these trees are doing. It's hot in the desert, so it just put a shadow over them. And at nighttime, you're trying to walk in the desert, ain't no lights, so it just turned on the engine. So it's the same thing. So that's just one of the mysteries that we know that's coming here to America, which is Babylon the Great, but not just Babylon, but all over, like they show in War of the Worlds. Exactly what they were showing in War of the Worlds, and the best one is Independence Day.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly what they show you in Independence Day, that's a straight script written right out the Bible.
Okay, well then I got a question for you. How soon do you think all this is going to take place?
Well, we got to look at the signs.
What are the signs saying? Now, just curious to your thoughts.
Well, if you went off my thoughts, I would think there's nothing happening. Honestly, like if let's say I didn't know none of this book. And
no, I'm talking about your thoughts after reading the books and things like that.
Oh, that the signs are definitely here, and I'm seeing them, and they are increasing.
Yeah. So how soon you thinking?
I'm thinking not even 2-3 years.
Not even 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, but I got to go off the prophecy. And the last two prophecies is they got to start the war in Iran, which is going to be a conglomerate of more than 3 superpowers fighting, which make it a war's war. And they have to push the RFID chip. They got to make it mandated. They got to mandate it. And say, no, you have to take this, or you deem undesirable.
They're doing biometrics in India.
Yeah,
they're doing biometrics where you can't buy or sell unless you do that. I think they have retina recognition or something like that.
The eye.